Hey guys, it's Karma SAO coming at you with another Call of Duty Black Ops commentary. Today we're playing on Array, and I'm playing with a couple of my friends, and this was probably about a week ago. I did pretty good in this game. I went to, like, I don't know, I can't remember the number. But if you guys want to count and place in the comment section, I'll do a shout out, I guess, but only to like the first person I see. So enter it in the comment section, and I'll do a little shout out to whoever the first person I saw that had that was. Alright, so the story for today takes place probably in 2008, 2009. And Michael's little brother, Michael does the voice of Tiny Tim in Rotor and Scoot. But Michael's little brother was in the Boy Scouts, or Cub Scout, I don't know, I think it was Boy Scouts. And that car looks like it's about to explode. Look at that. Probably will. I think it does too. After I like start to run away. Yeah, there it goes. But so we went to on a little like trip. I don't know if you know that the Boy Scouts actually go on like trips. They cost extra money. Like they're an extra like 50 or 60 bucks. But you get to go on like a little trip for a couple, I think a day or something. But so we went to this place called Battleship Cove. And Battleship Cove is in Boston, Massachusetts. It's pretty much like a little dock, but it's got a battleship, a submarine, and I think a P-boat. Like all like docked there, and you can go on them and do that. But the thing was about Battleship Cove is that if you pay like I don't know how much money it is, but if you pay like an extra like $100, you can stay like and sleep on the boat, which is pretty awesome. And so that's what we did, and it was me, Max, Michael's little brother, we all, so what you did is you got there, like, probably around 9 o'clock, and you, basically got to just run around the boat and hang out until, like, probably about 11 was, like, the lights out time, I think, I don't know, something like that, which for me is way, way, way too early, but, so we did, for that entire day, we just kind of got to chill out and hang out on a big ass boat. And so we like kind of played like we looked at all the exhibits, but after we looked at them all, it kind of got boring. So we decided that we would play like hide and seek or something on the boat. And so Michael said, "Okay, well I'm gonna go get something to eat and then I'll hide." And me and Max, agreed. And I think Brian was off with his friends, who was Michael's little brother. He hasn't done any voices for us yet. I think he will. But so he ran off to go hang with his friends, and we were kind of left alone. So we decided to play hide and seek, and Michael said he was going to go get something to eat before we started, and he went to the cafeteria and went to the vending machine, I think, and he said he'd be right back so that we can like start the game. And he was in there for probably about 10 minutes. He was in that thing getting the vending machine, or as we thought he was working the vending machine, and so me and Max kind of got suspicious, and decided that we would go and look for him, like go see what was going on. So we walked into the little like cafeteria thing and walked over to the vending machine, and Michael wasn't there. He had already begun hiding, as we had guessed, or he thought we moved or something. And so we started looking for him. But this was an ordinary hide and seek game because it was a huge boat, and there were a lot of places to hide. I mean, it wasn't just like 2 decks; it was like 3, 4, or 5 decks that you can go and like hide on. And it was like each deck had like a unique thing about it that you can hide in. So we looked for probably about 3 hours. Along those 3 hours, though, we met some like little 10-year-olds that were also part of the Boy Scouts thing. I think it was part of another pack or something. And Ryan, Michael's little brother, had known them. Like he knew who they were. So we decided that we would kind of like team up with them, and they would help us look for Michael. And they agreed, and happily helped us look for him. So even then, it took another hour and a half on top of that to find him. So after probably about the second hour, we called his cell phone, and he said that he was down in forget where it was. I think it was in the like the missile and torpedo museum part. And he was like hanging out inside of like a little torpedo thing. And so we said, okay, we'll just stay there and we'll meet up and then we'll go do something else because this is boring. And sure enough, we got down there, and he had moved again. So he fucked with us. And, so this kind of pissed us off to some degree, and eventually we just found him back in the, like, sleeping quarters, like, just chilling, playing DS or something, and we were like, wow, you know, like, that's, and he said he had, like, been there for the past, like, half hour. Like, after he called us, he went straight here, and, or after we called him, he went straight back to the bunks. So, that was annoying. Like, we, you know, like, couldn't find Michael for 2 hours. And, so then it was, like, me and Max's turn to hide. And this is the ironic part, because now me and Max are, like, we figured it would be fair if he hid for that long, me and Max should be able to, like, team up as a hiding thing and just kind of, like, hide together. Because we thought, I don't know, we just thought it would be fun to, like, if you know, because this is a huge ship. And, I think my phone was dead, or Max's phone was dead, so we decided that we would hide together. And, so we could just use one phone. And, so we found a hiding spot, like, pretty much down where Michael had just called from, like, down in that little, like, torpedo bay. If you haven't seen Battleship Cove, you should go on Google Images. I think there's some videos on, YouTube, too. So you should definitely check that out, because it's a pretty big ship. I saw a slideshow of it. And, yeah, but... So we had in the place that Michael had called us from, in, like, a little... I don't know how to describe it. It was, like, a little, like, basket kind of thing. It was made out of steel. And I guess they lowered it into the water to do, I don't know, to do something. Maybe load torpedo, I have no idea. But we hid, like, down inside of it, and within, literally, like, 20-30 minutes, Michael had known where we were. He figured it out. But the fucked up part was that he didn't even, like, come and tell us that he had known where we were. Like, I clearly remember being like, okay, well, you know, this is too good of a hiding spot, let's move to somewhere a little bit more simple, and we got out. And then, like, found somewhere else to hide, and he was just, like, once again, just, like, chilling on the, like, top deck, just kind of walking around, and he said, oh, yeah, you were down in that thing, I knew you were there. And, so, yeah, if you learn one moral from this, entire story, it is not to play, hide and go seek with Michael, because he is way too good at that game for me. I mean, he can hide really well, and he can find you pretty easily too. But anyway, we woke up the next day. Well, we had gone to bed, and here's where it gets kind of funny. So we were, like, laying in the bunks. Like, each person had, like, a canvas bunk bed thing, and we were just kind of, like, looking. Like, it was completely dark, and we're just kind of looking around. Me and Michael are kind of talking, kind of not. And I'm like, Michael, like, you know, because Michael had the bunk, like, next to me, and Max had the bunk, I think, below me, or below Michael. And so I'm like, dude, look over there. And, you know, they both look, and there's, like, 5 little 10-year-olds, like, you were supposed to stay in the little bunk room, like, where the beds were. You weren't supposed to leave that until, like, I don't know, Reveille or something, like, went off or something. But you weren't supposed to leave, and they did. They got up, and they left. They straight up just got up. Like, they didn't, I don't think they had clothes on, but they had, like, pajamas on, and they just left. They walked out and, like, checked out the museum a little bit more, even though it was completely dark, and a lot of it was blocked off. They just, like, chilled out, and, like, just looked around the museum, I guess, I don't know. But we were just laughing so hard, because we could only, the only thing I could think of is that, like, their parents wake up, find them not there, and then, like, never see them again. Like, just, I know that's not funny, but, I mean, it'd be kind of funny just to, like, they never come back. Like, they're just lost in the ship somewhere. I just thought that would be kind of funny. So, maybe a future Machinima idea? Maybe. I don't know. But, I wanted to say one thing before this video ended, besides the story, and I saved a little bit of time for it, is that you guys need to check out in the channel description, there'll be my channel. Check that out. It's Airtree Productions, and we got a lot of Machinima walkthrough and other videos like this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, and probably on Machinima.com. Thanks.